All right, Malibu, we're live. Are you happy to sit up here with your mama? Malibu, right there. I see you. I see you. She wanted to sit right here. Hi, Janet. Let's go early again. You have happy mail coming. Let me see when it's supposed to be there. Hang on. You check my little schedule here. It's supposed to be there. Um, Oh, this was the last one. This wasn't the new one, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. It's supposed to be there yesterday? The box from Denise? The Domino's, Janet? It says it's supposed to be there yesterday. You didn't get it yesterday, I'm assuming. That you did not get your box yesterday. Oh my goodness. Hi, Terry Brett, Missy. Oh, there goes Malibu. Let me make you a little bed. Hang on. Okay. All right. Okay, here you go. Here you go. There you go. There's your little spot. There you go. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Pamela, Debbie, Bruce, Arlene. Yeah, it's supposed to be there yesterday according to the little paper, the little receipt. Pixie Cora, good morning. It's been a while, Pixie Cora. Good to see you. CK Chris, who will probably be here about 2 minutes before she heads off to class. Good. Thanks for stopping in, CK. Happy Wonderful Wednesday. Yes, this is my Happy Wonderful Wednesday right now. It's because it's Survivor. Janet and I watch Survivor, and we've watched it since day one. Well, I've watched it since the very, very, very first one. But anyway, so if y'all missed it, I'll show y'all my Instagram post that Janet thought up. Although I have another one in the works, and Arlene's going to be in that one. You know how Janet and Arlene hang out. Well, there's going to be a new Barbie post in the next week with Arlene and Janet. I can't wait. It's all in my head. I have it all planned out in my head. I already told Janet about it. Here's here it is. There it is right there. There's the idea. So anyway, that'll be next week with Janet and Arlene. Let's see, Linda Renz. Who else is here? Thank you. Happy wonderful Wednesday to you too, Deb E. Let's see. And Makes and Lar. So we're going to Collage a World. We're going to try anyway. So I did do a sketch last night. I have a sketch here. I'm not going to show you the sketch because it never turns out like my sketch. It's just an idea, just to kind of give me, some direction. But it never works out to be exactly what it is. So I'm not even going to show it to you. But yeah, so uh, if y'all missed my Instagram this morning, I'll show it. And I want to show Terry Brett's too this morning. I'll try. I'm hoping that IG will behave. I brought this up at before the stream. So hi, Tori. Let's see who else. Let's see. Okay, so if y'all follow Survivor, you'll get this. If you don't follow Survivor, you won't get. Or if you haven't ever watched Survivor. Okay, so here's my morning. This is what I posted this morning on Instagram. There's the little Survivor banners that I got. And Janet thought this up. I'm just saying, Janet thought up doing this particular Barbie photography. So yeah, it was fun to do. Anyway, so Janet thought that one up. Let's see. Checking. Let's see. Anita, Missy. So how to Missy, Amira. Try not to miss anybody. Annette. But yeah, next week I have a plan for next week's. Well, I have a few plans for the Easter week, you know. But one of them is involving Janet, Arlene, and a chocolate Easter bunny. And I don't know if either one of them even eat chocolate. That doesn't matter. But it involves Janet, Arlene, and a chocolate Easter bunny. Thanks, Arlene. And then Terry Brett. Let me see if I can come up in here. I'll have to go step out in the hall because that's just how it works in this room. Let's see. Terry. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, come on, come on. You can do it. You can load. You can load. Okay. So the prompt was dance. The prompt from Monday was dance with me, pretend your world no longer exists. And Terry Brett did this amazing, it's like a Monet type painting. And so look at this. Dance is art. Paint your dream and follow it. Stephen Thompson. But look how cool that looks. You need to frame that, Terry. That would be so pretty in a nice frame. Right, guys? Excellent. Excellent work, Terry. Um, okay, Arlene. So we're good. Arlene said dark chocolate keeps me civil. Hi, Cat and Paste. Let's see, Laverne. Who else am I missing? I know, right, Debbie? Isn't it good? It's hard to focus. Y'all have to go follow Terry Brett and everybody else that's posts prompts and everything. Y'all need to just go follow them on Instagram so you can see them because this is not, it's not as good as you could go over there and see it yourself. But look, isn't that cool? So yeah. Good job, Terry. Good job. So okay, so and then I think Janet did post. Let me go over here and see. Janet's been posting some cool stuff. Come on, load Instagram. So this is what she did. Janet did a watercolor on Monday of draw. She drew draw. It was draw your breakfast. So let's see if it'll be clear here. So here's Janet's watercolor painting. You'll have to go over there and look at it. She even drew her little scavenger hunt list corner. Isn't that cool, guys? So Janet drew her breakfast. Terry said, I only painted the background. The ballerinas are from the collage books. Yeah, but that's what it makes it look so cool, Terry, is the watercolor, Monet, Manet type watercolor background. It's great. So there's that. Let's see. So follow Jana. She's been posting a lot of cool things. There's one of her Zentangles. Here's she did these. Janet drew these, by the way, guys. These are all hand drawn cherries that Janet drew on the Pantone card, the red Pantone card. Those are drawn on there. Then here's another one of her watercolors. Y'all need to go follow our peeps, people. Follow our peeps. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, I'll show you once again. If y'all missed it, I'll show it again later if somebody reminds me because I'm going to get into this and I'm going to be lost in the world. So, but yeah, my Survivor Barbie challenge. That Janet suggested this. Janet suggested doing a Barbie challenge with Survivor. So if y'all watch Survivor, you know this is a typical challenge. Mud, ropes, crawling, this. So anyway, yeah. So there's my that's my you should be happy how it turned out. Aw, Terry, you did good. And I know, right, Debbie? Are those cherries Janet drew amazing? Let's see. Oh, thanks, Tori. It was fun. The bars, yes, they did. They took a long shower, Debbie. They did. See, on Survivor, they just go jump in the ocean. So they just go jump in the ocean on Survivor. All right, let me get a sip of my lemon water. I did not bring up a banana or something to my voice goes. I'll have to go run down and get a banana. So keep my voice rolling here. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, Malibu's sleeping on the little nest I made her. As long as and she said, I'm sitting here talking. In her mind, I'm talking to her because she doesn't see anybody else here. So she's napping, and I'm telling her a bedtime story. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see where to start. So I did pull a few items for my sketch. And again, it's just a sketch. It's just a loose sketch because they never stay the same, but just to kind of get me directed. So I pulled these two books along with a bunch of other collage stuff because these books have little individual things, and I'm going to need a couple of ships, and I'm not sure which book that's going to be in. I'm going to have to look through these books. So I'll have to do a little digging for a couple of items that I have in mind, and I need a couple little ships. The piece is going to be, of course, I got my watches out, some backgrounds, some mech stuff. I did pull a door from Catherine Anderson's book. I pulled some fish. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but Keely O'Brien's book. I got some fish out of that. And then just some leftover. I like these this will go in the space stars section. I'm not going to use a fried egg, but it's just like it's a fun inspiration that just sits there. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much for the super chat. You're welcome. I'm glad that y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna write you down for it. I don't know if you get tired of getting bookmarks because that's what's going out there. They're all different. I'm just saying. They're all different. So if y'all super chat me, I will send you a collage bookmark as long as the bookmarks. I still have quite a few plastic bookmarks, and I put the collage fodder inside. So thank you, Debbie, for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. If anybody gets tired of getting any of my giveaways, just let me know. All the other giveaways from Monday have all been sent out. Thank you, Debbie. I pulled a couple. Here's the terracotta soldiers. They found buried years ago. I'm not sure what year. Some more mechs, a octopi, a few things in here. And then this is the size. This is the size we're going to work on. I got two of them here, so let me move one out of the way. And I got a little thing over here. It's about 14, a little over 14 by, let's see, 20 maybe, 14 by 20. It goes up to 17, and it's a couple inches beyond that. So it's just a poster board cut in half. Okay. So let's see. Don't forget to put it, let's see, let me lighten this up now that we have a white paper here. I'm going to have to adjust the lighting. Don't forget to put it in caps if you're talking to me. Make sure you have live chat selected above the chat, and that goes for recordings too, guys. If you watch recordings, not just mine, but anybody's, make sure you watch it with live chat because top chat, you do not see all the chat, and that goes for the recordings as well, and you have to do that. Make sure you're in 1080p because that's what I'm streaming in, or at least 720, but I am streaming on StreamYard with 1080p. You don't see the little thing because y'all help pay. Y'all help pay for me to have a subscription to StreamYard that I can stream in 1080p. So thank you all. Thank you, Debbie. And thank you all that help with the super chats or PayPal. Thank you. Let's see. All right. I don't see anything else in cap. So let's see if we can, I think I'll zoom in one. And hopefully the lighting will adjust as we find things. It looks pretty good right now. All right, so that's some of the things that I pulled. Again, I need to find a couple of ships. So let's kind of go back over here toward the items. It has people, animals, all kinds of things. This one is cut up this book, Wonderland. This one's cut up this book, Underworld. You can get these on Amazon, and they do carry these in the bookstore now. I have other things over here. I have plants. I have some background stuff I'm going to cut up. And so that's our start. And so but I do need a couple of little ships. It won't be until toward, after a while, but I don't want to have to be digging for them after we start. So I'm going to kind of go through here and see if I can find a couple of little ships. Oh, you like my nails? Oh, thank you, Debbie Bruce. I got spring. I tried to get some pink. I don't have a lot of pink bracelets. I need to get me some brighter pink, yellow, some spring bracelets. But I thought this will start for spring, some pink. And then maybe next week I'll have pink, yellow, blue, teal, the typical Easter colors. So, all right. So let me just kind of flip through here and see what catches my eye. Plus, I don't go through this book as much. And this is one of the ways I started. Now, y'all know now, I do the plastic sleeves, the 12 by whatever they are sleeves, snap sleeves, like I showed on Monday. That's how I usually save my random collage fodder. But I do have this giant binder. I do have this giant binder, and I do have some things separated out in here. So, I could probably find, so here's my topics. And again, this is just a minimal amount of my stuff that I put in here. And it takes so long to organize it like this that I usually just put it in the sleeves. Let's just be honest. I just put it in the sleeves. Hi, Riri. Hope you're doing okay, Chantel. But let's see. I have watches, things. So that could be a lot of things. That could be a lot of things. But I'm trying to. Here we go. Ships. Might just find the ships right here. Here we go. I'm going to just take this whole page of ships out. This was, and I don't even know what book it's from or where it's from, but it's a whole page of ships. This will be plenty to pick from. So I don't have to dig through all the other books for ships anyway. But yeah, so then I've got things, okay. Then I have space. And if y'all want to know how I kind of items, but you can make any kind of tab you want. Space. And I'm not going through each page. I'm just flipping. Architecture, got quite a bit of architecture here. A lot of Catherine Anderson window and doors. Let's see, more windows, doors, and architecture. Tons of that. Statues. I got statues in here. Paper, like faux papers. Faux papers. What else? Food. I got a section for food. People, which y'all know I don't use a lot of people in my, but I got a big section here. People. Animals. That's a really huge section. And by animals, that can be anything. Things, another thing of things. Plants. Here's a bunch of plants back here. And what's this last one? Sea. Shells, fish. Sea. So this is a huge binder. I mean, it's really heavy. It's inconvenient to go through because it's just so ginormous. Huge rings. I'm not even sure how big these rings are. 4-inch rings. But it's just huge. But look how cute it is. It has a zip all the way around. It's got a strap. You almost have to carry it on a strap because it's so heavy. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, the whole house shook when I threw that on the floor. All right, so I don't have to be looking for ships in here. I might go back to these for other items depending. But yeah, this one is underworld. It's kind of a little bit more, some of it's a little more creepy, cool. I don't know that I'll use anything out of it. We'll just see. We'll see where it goes. But we're going to build a world. Let's see. Hi, Anina, Anning. Okay. Anna. Oh, well, y'all know. I can't say, well, I don't know why I can't say her name. So I pulled those. And again, I have all this stuff that I pulled to start to build a world. All right. So y'all know golden matte medium is my, how I glue everything down. Keep a glue brush handy. And then I've got, look, a brand new box, a new box. I love this box. It's so cute and tiny. I just want to hug it. It's so cute. Janet got me this box because you know how you saw how my Huggies box was looking, and you can't find the Huggy boxes anymore. So Janet sent me this. Wasn't that nice of her? I can't wait to put her and Arlene in a Barbie photography next week. Janet already knows what I'm going to do, but Arlene doesn't. So I got my baby wipes here. I just use lids mostly for paint and my matte medium. So let me peel this off because this just peels off and you can have a fresh, look, you have a whole fresh new thing. So, and no, I don't save this paint skins. I don't have time to do anything with them. You bought it too, Debbie, the book? Yeah. Or you bought this. You bought this or the book? I love it. It's so cute. Jana put a link last Monday for it. So, okay. So I'm going to pour out. I'll save this one for the paint and this one. And I do mixed media collage. So that means I do paint and collage. Now I do need to put a piece of wax paper. Let's see here. And it won't go all the way to the edge, but I'll move the paper around just so that it's a little bit, not that this matters. This is just a roll of like wrapping paper kind of thing that I've got at Hobby Lobby. I have a whole roll of it. So when this is already looking a little jacked up, I can change this out. So, all right. So I'm going to pour out some matte medium. I usually keep this in like a Dawn dish soap bottle, but my other one got really crusty. I used it for a few years and it needs to be in a new one, but I'm not, I don't do a lot of dishes by hand. So I have not used up my Dawn bottle yet. So when that soap gets finished, I will keep that bottle and put this in one of those bottles. I could buy one. I know. It's just, all right. So I'm going to pour out some matte medium. Keep a baggie or something over the lid because if you don't, I'm just giving you a fair warning. You will glue this lid to your jar and you will never get it off. Just saying. You've been warned. All right. So I'll need more than this over the day, but okay. So let's see. Marguerite. Who else am I missing? Hi Flo, missed you on Monday. We were talking about you and Barb. We didn't see you and Barbara. You're the encouraging and Barbara's the singer. We missed y'all on Monday at here and at Janet's. Okay. So let me get a sip of my water here. So good to see you, Flo. All right. So yeah, this pristine. I know it's not going to stay this way because as soon as I get paint all over my hands, which I will be doing shortly, this will not be stained this pristine. It will start looking like my mouse. So I love it while it's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to get a pencil and just kind of sketch a little bit of a landscape. Now, this is not a poster size. Like sometimes I do a full-on poster that's twice this size. This is like half a poster. But I thought this might be a kind of a good size. It's bigger than just a 8.5 by 11 or 12 by, something. And so it's just a good size. It fits on the camera, under the camera. And so, yeah. So I'm just going to kind of sketch out kind of where I want a little bit of a landscape. I have a little bit of this going on. I have some hills and mountains. I have some things going on here, another hill. I want some buildings back there. This is going to be space. So there's my sketch. All right, we're ready to start. And hopefully the lighting will behave. Once I start putting something down, it will. So, all right, so I'm going to start with some landscape. Although I love this is leftover from Poor Toast or Kate Curry, one of their books. And this, I kept it because of the edge here. So I am going to like this. And y'all just have to be patient. It does take some time to do all this layout. It does. So, if you're watching the recording, you can just fast forward. All right, so I do like this. I don't want the lines, but I can paint that out as well. So let's just see here. Let's put a little bit here and another one over here. So there's a little bit. I'm going to use those flowers kind of like stars. First, I'm just going to kind of lay things out, and then I'll start gluing things down. Then we paint things in. So it takes a hot minute. So that's why I want to get started right now. Hi, little sister Cheryl. Anybody else coming in? I have my brush here ready for glue. I have my palette knife, and I have my fingers because y'all know I like to get in there with my fingers. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with some of these. I got a couple different pieces of landscape. And so I have an idea for down here. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is yet because that'll be a kind of surprise. Right down in here, it's going to be something. So in the meantime, and I just kind of tear and play and look and, decide how I want things. So I want some of this kind of rocky stuff here. Oh, that looks kind of cool for some kind of a mountainy thing. I'm gonna have some mountains up in here. It might be too much the same as this, though, but we'll see. Some mountain stuff in here, maybe. Something like this. Over here. Now, I'm going to have to move this over because I'm going to have buildings right over here. And this is going to look too much like the similar shape of my buildings that I want over here, which I don't even have any picked yet. I just have a bunch of mechanical things picked out that I'm going to have some kind of buildings over there. I do like these mushrooms, but I don't know that I'll use them or not, but they're an option. So I'm going to have some kind of, this is going to be something like in here, like that. Then maybe I'll bring this down a little. All right, so we're building a world. It takes a minute to build one. Okay. Okay. Hubster would say that. I went, okay. He'd go, okay. Like, what's that? Put it in caps. And I might miss seeing you, especially when I start getting into this, guys. All right. So I do want that kind of rocky wall, but I want some more kind of rocky something here. Let's take some of this. Let's take some of this rocky bit. Let's kind of go with this. We'll kind of overlap. And remember, we blend everything with paint. So this is just a beginning. This is just a little start. And once you lay everything out, if you're afraid you're going to miss how what you laid out, then you can take a picture and go from there. All right, so like this. Maybe I want a different something up there. All right, maybe a little more lighter color up here. Maybe a little bit of snow cap something. This is kind of distracting me right now. These right here, they're going to be in space, but I'm going to pull them off right now because they're kind of just distracting me visually, but I want them in there later. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. I'm going to have a different kind of mountain. I do kind of like the snow thing. I have another piece of snow somewhere. Let's see. And I like these ice cubey things. I think I want to use those. All right, let's see. Where's that piece of snow? Ah, here we go. There it is. And do I want it this way? I kind of do. We'll have the mountain going on it's going to be on edge. All right. Let's see. I'm going to need this to be, and torn edges blend better with the when you paint. So that's why I like to try to tear as much as possible rather than cut. So this can be under here, something like this. I need something else in here, or I can just get rid of some of that. Let's see. This needs to be up higher. Let's bring this down. This, like this. All right, I'm liking that. Maybe another little piece of something over here. There we go. All right, so we got our rocky world going on. All right. Y'all still with the tour? Hi, Angie. I have this other little piece here. No, I want buildings over there, so I don't want any too much going on over there. Let's have maybe this here. Maybe a little. All right, there we go. Something like that. That might come down a little. It's going to pull your eye off the page right there. So that needs to come down. There we go. That's better. Something like that. And I have the other piece, the other piece of paper cut in half here. So what I can do is when I get ready to glue, I can just move this to the side and start moving this, just keeping it on this piece while I move it over to another piece. So you can do that as well, or take a picture. Let's see. All right. And I have a plan for down here that I'm not telling y'all yet. So we'll see how this goes. All right, kind of like this. That's kind of, I want that kind of straight, but this can be tilted like that. And again, lots of paints going on in here. Now I want some kind of building. Now I do like these, but I'm not sure. Let's cut out one and see what happens. Remember, it's a fantasy world. Let's see. That's going to be two. Maybe it needs just to be along the back. I'm not sure. We're just testing. We're just auditioning the pieces, as they say. This needs to be just a bunch on there. No, I don't like that. It's too square. Let's try a rounder one here. That's better. Don't be afraid also to paint things out, cover things up. Once you glue things down, you can always paint it out if you don't like it. If you don't like something, you can paint it out. All right, there we go. We'll start with that. Then, I got a little piece here. Let's see if I can do something with it. I want to figure out where I'm going to have my watches in here somewhere. I always put it, I don't always, but a lot of times I put an element of time in here. Now that's 4 things. It really needs 5. Do I have another one? Here we go. Let's see. Let's go with this one right here. Maybe I'll kind of bring those two together. These 2 planes together. This right here wants to curl. There we All right, something like this. Okay, put it in caps if you're talking to me. G's in a flow. I try to be. I try to be, Riri. All right, let's see. Next, I want some kind of building, something, some kind of mech back here. Like it's, something kind of representing a city or, something back there. Plus, I've got some kind of mechanical looking stuff. Let's see what we got here. And again, things get painted out, painted in. Let's see. What am I making today? I'm building a world, Angie. A world. All right, let's see here. Maybe a little something back in there. Or up here. Oh, it's going to be too much. Maybe it just needs to be down there. There we go. That's better. Okay. I want to take my time. I want it to, I want it to be what I want it to be. I have to hurry sometimes because it does, this part takes so long that by the time we get to the details of painting little details in, just like the dragon poster, and I did not pull out any of my posters to show today, but it takes a long time to get this going. And then by the time we get to the other stages, then I'm rushing, trying to hurry up and finish it. So I'm going to try not to do that, but we'll see. All right, so I do have more mechanical stuff if I need it. I'm just kind of laying this out for now. Now, I'm going to have these ships. I'm going to have to fussy cut these out because y'all don't know what I'm going to do down here. But let's see, what ships am I going to want? I think I'm going to want this one. Maybe. And I do like this one. And I'll probably have to do an abundant fussy painting with this. But we'll see. I might need a tiny something over here because I'm going to have to paint around all this. I'm not cutting around that. I'm not cutting around all those little bitty. It's going to have to be painted in. So I think this one maybe. But we'll see. All right. And I'm not going to glue these down yet because the background is going to take a minute. All right. So there's a couple of ships. All right, now I do want some kind of other. I'm going to have to tear this down just a little. It's a little too tall. Oops. Okay. All right, we're getting there, getting that laid out. All right, that may be enough to start. That may be enough to start. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Missy. Uh, yeah, it was fun to have Samantha here. All right, let's see. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to get this glued down and then we'll continue on from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other little pieces of plotter, paper all over the floor. That happens. All right, so I think I'm going to do this. All right, so get ready. I'm going to shuffle this off to the side with a fresh piece of the exact same size paper. I'm going to move this over to the side and pull this in. And then I'm going to glue and just move things over. Okay. Gluing and moving and gluing. All right. Let me wet my brush and let me get some baby wipes handy. So enjoy my fingernails because they, after a collage sesh, I have to take the matte medium off of my fingernails with the fingernail polish remover because I'm telling you, this stuff does not come off your hands easy. I don't like to wear gloves. Don't anybody say, well, wear gloves. I don't know. I'm getting ready to put my fingers in the paint, so I don't wear gloves. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and start with, and I'm not going to use I'm going to just take the ships and put them to the side because I'm not gluing those down right now. I'm going to glue this down, dry it, and I might go ahead and start. I don't know if I want to paint first or do this foreground yet. We'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and start right along here. I have to do it in stages. So I'm going to put down the matte medium, and then I'm going to put the matte medium on the back, and that's about middle. It's about the middle right there. Put some on top. Continue along my little line of landscape there. And then in between, as I go along, I'm going to take a card. I'll take a card and mash everything down. And this is an important step. You want to mash down if you don't want bubbles. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do next right in here. I want to do some of my little mountains. And it's not going to look exactly like I just laid out, but it'll be similar and close. So I can't read chat as much while I'm doing this because I have to kind of, keep it moving here. Keep it moving. All right, now stop a minute. Mash it all down. And you'll be picking up excess. You just kind of wipe that off. And the only thing that this wiping, smashing doesn't work well for is fashion magazines. If you mash too much on fashion magazines, you'll pull the ink up and tear. They're so super thin, fashion magazines. So you have to be a little extra careful with that. Okay, let's stop and okay, baby wipes. And you want to put matte medium down on your paper or substrate of whatever you're using on the back of the piece and over the top. And then mash. And this starts bending and getting all, you can either wipe it off for a little bit or just get a whole, have a bunch of cards. It doesn't have to be, it can be any kind of card, a gift card, old you know, AAA, whatever they send you, that it could be anything. Let's see. I think I want it this way here. All right, there's a start. Next, layer up. Let me set this on a baby wipe. Get another. You go through a lot of baby wipes too. All right, so next I want the mountains. Let's go ahead and get this big one down. I think I want this. And you have a second unless you really mash it well like I did. So I'll just have to tear this because I can't get it behind there now. Because I mashed it down so well I can't lift it up. Sometimes you can lift your pieces back up before you mash them. Once you mash them down, it's a little trickier to peel them back up. All right, let's see how I want this to go across here. All right. And I do need to get out some watches because I do need to decide where I want my time to be. All right, I do want some more. Let's just kind of see how I want this. A couple different pieces of. No, that's too lined up. There we go. That's better. There's 3. I don't even know if I need 5 in there or not. I might not put 5. I might just leave 3. Kind of like that. All right. Now, some of my mech stuff, though, I'm not quite sure if I'm liking. I might want more mech than that looks mech. My buildings and stuff. I like this piece. But I'm not sure if the others are look enough mechanical. This one does. I want it kind of coming out of the mountain like that. And this one as well. Let's go this way with it. Something like that. Needs a couple more of that honeycomb, that look of fresh baby wipe. That look of like an old-timey radio look. Some more of this. All right, a little bit of that. All right. Hang on, guys. I'll look at chat in a second. Okay, fresh card. Time for a fresh card because it starts glumping up. All right, so there we go. I think I'm going to not do the rest of those little pieces. This will start us off. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Creating a collage world. This is the start. I don't want to lose my little ships. I had to pick those out. So good morning, Mary. All right. So, and in the meantime, I'm going to take my brush and wrap it in a baby wipe that I'm using for my matte medium so it doesn't, it'll harden in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to wrap it in a baby wipe because I got my matte medium here, and I'll just set that there. Get some more baby wipes, at least get a little bit off my hands here. I do want, maybe I need some more of this. I'm still thinking about that. Let's see. I want to carry that over a little more. I think I do want to carry that over just a little bit more. All right, take this back out for a minute. Wrap it back up. Well, I need it back. I need to go to the top. There we go. All right, let's wrap that back up. Set it to the side for a minute. All right, where's a new card? Another card. And mash. Okay. Okay. There's a start. Now, let me go ahead and dry this. Plug in my heat tool. And let me read chat while I do that. Ugh. And drying the back helps flatten it out too. Hi, Adam. How's it going? Adam did an awesome cartoon drawing the other day. Yesterday, day before. Anyway, Adam, he did an awesome drawing and cartoon coloring of I forget what's that little character's name, the Bugs Bunny, the little guy that goes to the moon or is in the spaceship, the little otherworld character. I forget his name. I think he has a name, but I don't remember what it is. But Adam did a great little drawing of him, and the way he colored it was really awesome. I was impressed, Adam. You'll need to follow Adam. Now, just be warned, Adam does delete a lot of he's not going to have a lot of content over on his channel because he does a lot of content, but he deletes most of his videos. Trying to get him not to do that because some of his stuff's so good, but it disappears. So you almost have to watch him when you can. But Adam streams odd hours, and I don't get to catch them all. But I am enjoying his content these days. Mary and the Martian. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, it was Martian, but I couldn't remember. But you did a great job on him. All right, so we got this started now. Some details, and again, I think I'm gonna like some of these little flowery things up in the sky here and there. I'm gonna find a watch and a planet and a couple of planets maybe. And I don't want to lose my little ships. My little ships are going to be important down here at the bottom, but those are toward the end. So let's see what I can do here. I'm going to glue these in. I'm going to find my watches. Do I want any more? Let's see, maybe another bit over here. There we go. All right. I'm going to have a planet, a couple of watch, or at least a watch. All right, where's my watches? I pulled a couple watches. Let's see. And I am going to need some more kind of something mech looking over here. I don't know what, just something. Doesn't have to be anything that looks like anything specific. It just has to look kind of building-esque. You know, some kind of mechanical something over here. Just some little bits there and there. All right, let's see here. There we go. Just some kind of mechanical looking stuff. Or, you know, man-made, I should say. Some kind of man-made looking stuff. Or somebody made it. I don't know if it's man-made. All right, we'll put that now. Let's see. Let's remove this. Do I need any more of this? I don't know. We might. Well, let's keep that handy. All right. Keep those pieces handy. Now, let me find my watches in here. I really want to use these guys, but I don't know. I could probably incorporate them. Y'all know I don't put a lot of people. Let's see. Here's some more mechanical looking stuff right here. I like that. I like that better than this. I do like that better. Let's go this way with this. Okay, I like that. All right, I like that better. Now this one's not showing up very much. Maybe it needs to kind of come down there. There we go. Something like that. All right, let me stop and glue that. Let me stop and glue this stuff. And I'll go ahead and glue these little flower star things as well. Don't want it on that mountain. There we go. We're going to dive into some paint here in a minute. Okay. All right. And put it in caps if you want to get my attention, because I'm really paying attention over here. And I know I'm going to miss some of y'all's comments. Probably a lot of them when I'm doing this. But it's one of those days. It's one of those days where I got to kind of concentrate. Okay, let's find my watch. Where's my watches? Here we go. Mushroom there if I need that. I do like this little window. Here we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. Don't know if I'm going to need this or not. I really do like it, but I don't know. It might be a distraction. Let me find my scissors here. Let's cut this out and see what I think. It might be a little big, too, for the landscape. Maybe I need this. Maybe I just need this. Don't want it centered. Do like that. We can do something in there, I think. But I'm covering up a lot of the mountain. Let's see here. To bring it down some. If I put it there, it'd have to be right here. Well, I do use it. Don't know, because I know what I'm going to do down here. So this may be another distraction from what I want to do. So we'll see. No, I think I'm going to not do that. Let me see what I like better here. Do I like the door? The door's a little big. Just a little. It's a little big. I guess I could cut it. Let's cut it down some more. See, I could keep the little arches as well. I do like that better. Don't want it too centered, though. I have a thing about things being too centered. That might work. All right. I'll think about it. All right, now my watches. And my mechanics, and these things down here. Do I want this one maybe as a time element with the watch hands? You know, I like putting watch. I don't always put watch hands, but I do like putting watch hands, indicating time in there. Might work well, especially if I'm going to put my little clay guys in there. Now, where would I want to do this? Do I want it close to the door, behind the door? This needs to be here. Let's be on that side. I do like that. Let's cut this down just a little more. Y'all still with the tour? Do it in front, kind of like that. Do I want it like that, or do I want it like this? I kind of want the time in front of the door. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this. I'm going for it. I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Leave it down. There we go. Okay, card. It's a little crooked. Now it's probably, now I got it before it stuck completely. It was a little crooked. I mean, leaning, because I was kind of following this and I was kind of leaning. I don't want it to lean. It looks kind of like it's leaning because of this, but I'm pretty sure it's straight. Straight enough. All right, so now let's go back down here. And I know there's more silver. I need some more of this. I need some more of this to carry that down here, I think. All right. I like that. Okay. Do I need any more watches? Let's see. Do I need this? That'll be good. All right. Get rid of that little bit of white. Oh, needs yes, I need my watch hands. Yeah, cat. That will come later. That's one of those final, that's one of those final things after, the details that get painted in later. Yeah. I want this down here. This is where the ships are going to be, but you have to see what my background's going to be down here. In just a minute. Let me get this glued down and dried. I do need to, start putting some paint up here soon too. Otherwise, y'all will get bored. All right. Let's wrap this back up for a minute. And a little bit of police right there. All right, now let me get another baby white. I'm still thinking about my terracotta soldier guys. Let me cut a few out and see what I think. All right. Get my smaller scissors. I don't know that I'm going to use them, but I'm going to test. I'm going to test it. So they'd have to be up in here somewhere. I mean, I can cut them down, like. But I don't want them like right there in the middle. You know what I mean? I don't want them smack dab in the middle. They'd have to be something like over here. This may work. Still smack in the middle. I have to put them down here. Put them down here somewhere. Then I have one more little bit here. Got these two little heads. And then him. I'm not looking at chat, guys. I know. I apologize. But really, it's a little tricky. I think I like him better. Hi, Rebecca. I'm working on my collage, so it's a little less chat in the chat for me. So they're kind of like part of the mountains. Like that. This mountain. I'd say I just don't like to put something right in the middle. This needs to keep tearing that off. A little bit over the door like that might work. Okay, I probably need something right in here. Let's see what else do I have left here. If any of y'all ever read or looked up any of these soldiers, terracotta soldier. All right, there we go. That'll work. We'll put them in there like this. Okay, this needs to be trimmed down like that. They're kind of vague in there, but you know, we can always paint things in. All right, so let's go ahead and glue these down. Okay. All right, now I'm going to dry this. I'm going to need fresh cards, fresh baby wipes. Let's wrap this back up in one of these though. Because they'll dry out, brushes will dry out fast. Okay, so I think that's good for a start. Let's dry this real quick. I'll put a little bit of paint up in here, then I want to do this down here. This is going to take me a minute because I know what I want to do down here. I don't want to lose my ships are up here somewhere. There they are. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to move my matte medium out of the way and bring over my thing for paint. Let me kind of roll it out flat a little bit. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. And get out some paint. So I'm going to need some, where's my black paint? Here it is. Oh, and by the way, the other day when I couldn't get this to squeeze out my quinacridone nickel azul gold, when we were here with Samantha, and I took the lid on, I thought maybe it was dried out. What had happened was a skin of paint had dried across the top. So once I took that skin off, it was fine. But that was, oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna start with some black, some blue, this bluish color here. Let's see, which one do I want? Let's see. A little Barbie over here. Here we go. This one and this one, maybe these two, and some white. We'll start with that, and then I'll get other colors out as I need it because I want to start working on the bottom piece. All right. The primary color schemes. Yeah, well, these are some of my favorite colors. I mean, I always gravitate toward like Renaissance colors, like the, should I shake that up enough? Yeah. Like Payne's gray, sienna, yellow ochre. But I don't want to get the red and the yellow out yet because I'm not going to come down here yet. I want to just get up in here for a minute because what I do is want to work down here. So that's going to take me a minute. I didn't want to do that. That's okay. All right. All right, so let's see what I want to start with. We'll start with, let's make sure that my wax paper is up here to kind of protect my table. Not that that matters. All right, here we go. I'm going to pick up some colors here. Here we go. Oh, I needed white too. Where's my white? I need some white. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just get some started. And remember, my whole piece is covered with matte medium, so I can erase anything I want with a baby wipe. It's because of the matte medium. The matte medium will allow me to take a baby wipe and get rid of whatever I don't want until it dries. And once it's dry, then you're just stuck with it. Okay, so I don't want to get too far down here yet because I'll get right here on the edge. But right in here yet, I don't know what kind of line I want to make right there yet. So I'm just going to get right into here, and that's as far as I'm going to go. Because I want to work down here on the bottom. All right, so let's get a couple more blue, black right there. Make my mountains a different shape if I want. We can put mist and fog and stuff up here too later. Again, that's details that have to come toward after we get everything else done. Some blue up in here. So I'm going to go in Mordor or something back in here. All right. Janet's going to love it because I'm getting out a ruler, Janet. I'm going to be getting out a ruler. Janet will love that. Again, I don't want to get too much down in here yet. Okay, that's this needs to come around this way. All right, I'll leave that for now. Just wanted something filled in up there for a minute. Okay, that'll work for now. Just getting in the background. All right, let me look at chat here. This is how, hi, Christopher. This is how my mouse gets the way it is. Just saying. Okay, so let me dry this. And I'm going to come down here because I want to get a little bit of stuff done down here. All right, let me kind of get more baby wipes. Uh-oh, Janet, I'm touching it. Janet got me this brand. Oh, no, Janet. I told you it wouldn't last long. All right. Let's get the excess paint off. Let's dry this real quick. I think I might do this. You knew it wouldn't last. I think while that's dry, I might go ahead and do some right in here after all. I'm going to get a brush. Let's see. Let's get a brush. Not that one. Hang on, let me We got a brush here. No, I need an angle brush. I love my angle brushes. There's one. Okay. So let's get in here with some. Just get some color in here. Let's get the other baby white. Here we go. Get details after a while. Just right now, just kind of this a lot of basing. A lot of basing. All right. I think that's far enough of the. Okay. All right, we'll stop right there. I'll look at chat for a minute. Bye, Flo. Thank you, Cheryl. Anybody else popping in and out? All right, because I am not paying as much attention to chat today. Now I have to decide a couple things on I have to decide something down here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put some white paint down here first. I'll show you what I'm going to do in just a second. But where's that brush again? What did I do with it? Is it over here? No, I put that brush. There it goes. Okay. Okay. I just need a coat of paint on here. And I'll probably have some kind of water feature right along the edge so that these edges will have a water edge to them after a while. Hopefully today. All right. So I don't know if I want to. Do I want a stencil? Let me pour some more fresh white paint. Do I want a stencil? Do I want to hand draw? If I hand draw, it's going to take a while. To fill it in, what I want to do here. Okay. And good morning, lurkers. Didi, I got till hell. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Rebecca. I'm sorry. I haven't been following the conversation, so I probably missed something. I'm in the zone today, people. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this fast or do I want to do it well, because it's, you know, that's going to be a minute. Okay, while I'm right here, let's go ahead and put a little edge over here just to have something there so that it's not just a white edge. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, thinking. Do I have the perfect stencil? I'd have to probably dig around to the perfect one. Janet would have perfect stencil. All right, let's see. I'm probably going to have to draw it. All right, I'm going to have to draw it. I'm going to have to get out a ruler. Let me dry that edge though, because that'll be the first place I get paint on here and smear it. Okay, now here is where I want sort of the middle. I'm not measuring it exactly, but all right, here we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, first off, I'm going to need to do, let's do this. Probably this big will be as big as I can go. All right. Might have to cut that in half. Let's see. Now I'm going to knock it down each two. Let me concentrate for a minute, guys. I think that's probably going to be as small as I need to make it. All right. To get the idea, because some of this will be covered up with water and stuff, so. A lot of that's going to be covered up. Okay, so now, right, here we go. This is where I'm guesstimating. I should have me a point right there, but I'm not. Remember, it's a fantasy world. We don't have to have perfect perspective. Oops. All right, maybe one more over here. Maybe one more. All right. Littler here. That's good. I can have stripes for all I care at the end. All right, so it's going to be a checkerboard, and if I, paint all these in, I'm trying to decide, do I want to use a Sharpie What's going to be the quickest thing to do this with? If I can do a Sharpie, I can do it quicker. Let's see. What's gone from it ahead of, oh, it's coming along. All right. So now my idea is to have this as a checkerboard here. And it doesn't have to be, this is all going to have water. This is going to have water creeping up on it. I'm not done painting yet. But then on the checkerboard, I'm going to have my little ships. I'm going to have my little ships on the checkerboard here. Not sure exactly where I want them yet, but maybe I don't like anything right in the middle, Something like this, maybe. So there we go, like that. That's the ocean is. I mean, it's going to have water, but this is all going to be black and white check. So now I have to decide, how do I want to do this? Do I just want to color it in with like a Sharpie? Is this Sharpie new enough? We'll see. All right, let me go ahead and just do a row down here. Let's go ahead and do a row. And plus it's on acrylic paint, which was probably not the best, but I needed that white paint. So I might have to, I don't know, I might have to paint it. I could probably paint it as easy as I could, or ink it. I could probably ink it. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and draw it with Sharpie. Then I think I'll get out the ink. A brush, ink and brush, All right. I have to just make sure I'm using waterproof ink because I'm still going to add paint. I don't want it to be a big hot mess. Let's see what we got going on here. We'll see, Pixie Cora. Looking good so far. Okay, we'll see. We will see. So I'm making these a little bit littler as I go up. And I just drew the perspective in how I wanted it, I mean, like the line. I didn't measure it out. I didn't measure it out from a vanishing point. The white's probably going to need to have some cleanup done too, because I can see some of my pencil lines here. I'm going to try to do it kind of neat as I go, because otherwise I'm going to be cleaning up at the end. So I'll get as many pencil lines down out as I can. Okay. Hi, Val. Looking cool. Thank you. All right. So let's just see here what I'm going to go here. Let me get a smaller ruler. That'll probably be helpful. Where's my little ruler? It's in. I think it's in my bag. It's in one of these bags. This will be easier. Are you going to paint the grid? Yes, I'm going to paint it black, and it's going to be black and white. It's going to be a black and white grid. Now, this may be too little. I don't know. My fingers are a little sticky. But I don't want to get it too tiny, I don't want it to look like Mary Englebright-esque, I don't want little checkerboard. I want it to be a checkerboard, but I don't want it to look like just checks, So I have to decide whether I just want to paint these in with I don't know that my Sharpie pen will last long because I have acrylic paint down here. When you have acrylic paint, Sharpies do not like acrylic paint. I mean, I'm able to do this for a while, but coloring those in, Janet, what ink should I use that's waterproof? Is my carbon, yeah, I think I need to use a an ink. Let's go back up here a little bit. Because what I'm going to want to do is add water. And if I add, like paint, white paint to look like water, and if I don't have waterproof ink, I'm going to be moving that around. Let's see. Let's go this way a little bit. I'm going to have to fix that one. Not sure up there. All right, let's get a couple more lines erased here. Pencil lines. Let's see. Maybe need a few chess. Well, I'm not going to do chess pieces. I'm going to do ships. I'm going to do ships. And water. That's the plan. Okay. So now I got to decide how I want to do this. Thanks, Christopher. Because this is going to, I don't even probably have to even do these right up in here because that's going to be covered up. But, yeah, let's see here. Let me see what I'm going to do here with a marker. With a Sharpie. See, I can already tell it's the paint is making it resist. I'm going to have to paint these in. I'm going to have to paint them. See, this is why I knew it was going to take a minute. So let's see. Do I want to do acrylic paint or do I want to do ink? Do I want my black star? Do you think my black star will, I guess if it ruins, it ruins, right? We're just going to, let me get a small little soapstone here. I better get the deep one. Otherwise, it'll be rolling off the edge. All right, let's see here. I just should pour some. All right, let me get a brush. Let me get a good brush here. I'd really like a nice flat. Is that going to be too? I don't know. Let's see. I probably should do the corners first. If I'm smart, I would do the corners and then do the. Let's see. Let me find another brush. That's going to be too big in certain places. Maybe this one. See how long this is going to take? I'll have to do the bulk of this off the stream because this is going to take an hour. I'm just guesstimating. I'll do a few just so you can see what it looks like. I want to do it right at least up to here because this is where I want to do the water, and I'd like to at least do the water. So, So I'll do a few. Let's see. Yeah, I do have the tiny, tiny brushes to get in the corners, but that takes even longer. I'm trying to just use a nice, good chisel edge. Look how flat that is. See how flat that is? Look how good that is. Can't get much better than that. Oh, well, the black Posca is not pointy enough to get in these tiny corners. The black Posca is not going to be pointy and, tiny enough. I'll do a few. I want to do, I want to work on the rest of it. So I don't want to just be doing this the whole time. The nice thing about an angle brush is because I can twist it and go, I can go like get a point this way, I can get a flat that way, I can get a point this, it's just awesome to have a nice sharp angle brush. It's like right there, I need right there. If y'all have anything to comment on, I'll read. What did Cat Pay say? Bossy butt. Let's see. She's talking to Janet over there. And again, this is going to, a lot of this edge right here is going to be water, ocean, So I'll just do a little bit here. And I don't want to get too rushed because then my squares won't be squares. Let me take it down to the edge. I don't know if Christopher's still. Christopher comes on at 2, guys. Oh, well, Christopher, are you off this week? I'm not sure. I haven't seen you have any videos yesterday or Monday. Are you still here? Are you streaming this week? Maybe you're off this week. I didn't see any recordings, but maybe I missed them. Dee Dee, there's so much depth in. Well, I try to have a lot of depth in all of them. It just takes time to do all the details. This is just based in. I don't have any water flowing there. I don't have any waterfalls. I don't have the stars in the sky. I have no planets in the sky yet. So it takes a minute to do these when you do a bigger one like this. Of course, I've done posters, and I didn't pull out any posters to show y'all today, but maybe Christopher already left. I don't see him answering me as far as his show. He may be off this week. I don't know. So I'm just twisting the brush. Like, I'm just twisting it to get a flat edge, a filler, then a point, and then a point. Thanks, Terry. It'll look good when it's done. I mean, checkerboards always look good. You can't. They just have their drama. You know what I mean? But as you can see, it's going to take me a minute to fill all these in. So I want to at least get the edge ones, and then maybe at least get it down here to the floor. And then whatever's left, wherever I've not painted, I can go in there and put the checkerboard. I'll work on it like this for maybe 5 more minutes because it's going to get tedious for you guys just to watch me do checkerboard. I don't want to say boring because that's not the right word, just tedious, the same thing, you know, over and over. But put it in caps if you have any questions because I am glancing up. I'm not in the zone doing this. I'm not in that creative, what's going on in this world zone when I'm doing this. This is just like, this is what you got to just fill in. But I do have to kind of concentrate so that I keep my checks straight. Oh, thanks, Cat and Paste. It's not, don't get out a compass and try to go to a vanishing point because I just drew these anyway. I just drew these as any way I wanted them to go. Um, doodle checkerboards everywhere. Yeah, they are very dramatic. You don't. Oh, thanks, Angie. Thanks for being here. I don't want to. I don't want to lean into this. I mean, like literally lean into it. I'll probably take a quick break here in just a minute. If y'all miss my Instagram, I did post a Barbie and Survivor. The show Survivor. I love Survivor. And Barbie photography. So this is coming along pretty quickly. It's not taking as long as I thought, but it's still. I got a little crooked right there. You saw the Barbie one, Starla? That was Janet's idea, by the way. It was Janet's idea to do a Barbie photography with the because we both watched Survivor with a Survivor challenge. I'll show it to y'all again. And now I do have another one I'm going to do next week that's going to involve Janet and Arlene. It's going to be involving Janet, Arlene, and a chocolate bunny. That's all I'll say. This needs a little correction. Let me see if I can bring it up. Hi, Becky Kalora. How you doing? Come on, load up, load up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I dropped my brush and caught it in my hand. But that means now I got ink. I gotta have to let me let me set this aside for a minute. I'm going to have to, like, I need to just go wash my hands. I'll take a quick break. Hang on, let me show you all this real quick. So here's my, so there's my Survivor banners back there. They're in a Survivor challenge. See, they're in a Survivor challenge. All right, let me take a quick break. Let's make sure the cat's not in here because I'm going to leave this ink sitting right there for a minute. All right, I'll just close the door. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I took the craft scrubby a little bit to my hands to get a little bit of the matte medium off, but it's still going to be there. See, I have to take fingernail polish remover to get that off. All right, let's see. Hi, Julie Topaz. Joe Lou. Who else? No, she's she's not pushing. Although she was going to push you down the stairs in one of them, and I said no, we can't do that. Even if it's just Arlene and we're joking around, it won't be that. It won't be that bad, Arlene. You'll survive. All right, let's see. Let me get these edges done because I do want to get into the paint again. But it is kind of going, I am doing it pretty quick. But again, if I start rushing, I know that they're going to come out not very straight. So, and you got to make sure you don't miss a square and get it off. Oops, see, that went a little wonky there. Get it off kilter. Like skip the wrong ones. But thanks everybody for being here. Monday we talked about different collage fodder and different ways to collage. And this is one of the mixed media ways that I do it. This is going to have paint. I mean, my water frothing across there. So it's going to block that in. And then I'm just going to leave these striped out at the end. I might just even paint them in part of the mountains and stuff over here. We'll see. All right. Am I staying in frame? Yeah. Well, it's going pretty quick. Should I just finish them? What time is it? We still have time. I didn't think I could do these this quickly, but it is going pretty fast, isn't it? What's everybody else working on this week? Anything fun? I did see, I told y'all I did that collage. What was it called? Collage. Well, I'll have to look it up. Anyway, but one of the teachers, well, I don't want to quote teachers because they were teachers, is going to, I guess it's a thing. I don't know how many years it's been going on, but there's a photo collage challenge in April. Oh, see, look, I did that. I got it crooked. Maybe no one will notice. Maybe that's where a ship will go. And I'll have to dig it. I can't stop. I mean, I got to do this first. Let me see. Where's my ink? I got to put another little drop of ink. Challenge. And I thought, do I want to do another challenge? The only challenge I really do is Inktober and October. So I don't know if I want to do a photo. Like you have to use a photo. They have a prompt, and you have to use your own photos. I mean, you can find stock photos or whatever, and have a photo in each one. I don't know. Do I want to do that? I haven't decided. Let's see. Well, the procrastinator, am I gonna try to be? Oh yeah, you got you got it. You still have a little bit of time to finish Janet's scavenger hunt. Oh, you're off till Thursday. Okay, are you all right, Christopher? Everything okay? I just saw you're off till Thursday. I didn't see any notifications on it, so I said, "Well, where's Christopher? Is he off this week?" But I didn't see any notifications, so well, enjoy your. If it's a vacation, you got company, you got the family. Is John there? We'll post videos each day, but live on Thursday. Okay. Okay. I just noticed you hadn't done a live, so because you pop up in my, you know, bell. Sometimes I don't get to watch it live, or only a little bit, but I still see when you're on. Like Mondays, I'm at Janet's. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and finish these checkerboards, guys. I'm almost there now. Thing is ink doesn't dry as quick as paint. You think the ink is dry, and it never is. So I'm going to really have to make sure it's dry before I go in there with water, with paint, white paint over that. But we're almost done now. What are you working on, Chris? Are you having company or are you working on a project? Working on paperwork. Oh, okay. For a big announcement this week. Okay. All right. Let me click on you there. There we go. Big announcement this week. I guess is that going to be on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Is that what you this Thursday? Tomorrow? Thank you, Hermie. All right. We did it. Did we do it? Yeah, this is it. All right. Except for a little bit of a wiggle right there, which I can fix later when it's completely dry if I want to. All right, let's move that ink out of the way. I clean my brush. These are good brushes. This is a Master's Touch. Let me get a baby wipe to flatten it out. And clean it a little more. It's one of the Hobby Lobby Master's Touch, but it's got, look how crisp. Look at that crisp edge. Look at that. Look at that. That just makes me happy. Right? Look at that. I could just stare at that. Geek out on that crisp edge. I love an angle brush. These are my favorite brushes, angle brushes. All right. You get it, Janet? All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, it does, right, Terry? Let's see. Thanks, Arlene. Let's see. Very cool. Hey, you got some perspective. Well, yeah, but I just kind of, it's not, don't look at it too closely. Don't get out a ruler and all that because I just drew those lines on the fly. Okay. All right. And this is not correct back here. That'll be covered up with something too. But I want this pretty dry. I won't do the water right away. I'll do some other things here. Hi, Rainbow. Thanks, Gabby. And I'm tilting my head to see where there's any wet blobs. Like I see one right there. All right. So there we go. Start now. And I probably should put something over this because let me in case it's, I don't want to rub anything right there. And I have a couple pencil lines to erase, but I'm just going to do this for a minute. Hopefully I'm not blobbing anything because I want to work up here and I don't want to have my arm sitting on this. All right, so let's just go back up in here. And I do need a couple planets. I need to do some other stuff up in here. Let me get my, let's see. Let's get a palette knife here. Let's see what we got left here with the need more baby wipes. Get a little stack of them, a little pile of them. I hear my phone somewhere. Did I take it out of the room and leave it out of the room? While I was washing my hands. Let me go see. I hear my phone, but I think I left it in the bathroom. Okay. There, ding. Let's see. All right, let me get a sip of water. All right, so I do want to do, let's do a little bit extra on these mountains here. Here we go. Just you got to channel your inner Bob Ross. You got to channel your inner Bob Ross. Too much. So if you get too much or a blob, just go in there, wipe it away, because you got matte medium on everything. Some darker over in here. This is way back in the back, so I don't want this. I want this to be kind of fading out. Plus, I'm going to go around with stars and stuff in here in a minute. That'll be right in here. So I'm going to paint around that. Do I want? I'm going to get some colors out here in just a minute. All right, let's see. Got some buildings over here, or some kind. I need some more. I think I need some more mech stuff back in here. I just want some little bit of mountain something back in here behind it. Something like that. And then these are going to be, I'm not sure. Those blue things. I just like those blue things, but I don't know. I need another one up there. So I might just paint those in some kind of, I don't know. You can use your imagination. It can be anything. All right, let's get that, not the good brush, but the not so good brush. Okay, now I need some other colors. All right, so I'm going to need some blue. Always make sure and shake up your paints. I just use these most of the time, guys. I'm just using craft paint. Just craft paints. All right, here we go. So I think that might be dry. Let's see. All right. So some blue. Let's move my matte medium out of the way. Move the rulers out of the way. All right, move the ink. And again, I'm going to have my ships, which I'm going to have to fussy cut and or do a little something because they're going to be in here like this somehow. But they've got to kind of, I've got to get them to go with the checkerboard, so I'm not sure yet. Or I might have to get some color, cut out some other ships that are not black and white, because these might get lost. I like the idea of the black and white check and the black and the white ships, but they may get lost if I, depending on how fussy cut. Yes, Arlene. Depending on how much I want to fussy cut, because I do have these other ships here too. See, I got these. So it can be any of them. It's not the particular, it's like, but maybe this one. Let me just cut this one out and see. It's not a particular ship that I'm interested in. It's just ships down here in the checkerboard. And I just think the black and white will look good, but they might get lost, you know? So let's cut one out with color in it and just test. I could also find some stickers that'll probably be the right size ships. So we'll see here. I just have to cut the edge off of the stickers. Say. You have to kind of look at it to find them. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about the ships. But that's what's going to happen down here. There will be ships. There will be ships. Okay, so let's see. All right, now I need some rust, some couple of colors of red. Here, I'll get out my burnt sienna and a little bit of a more of an orangey. That's a little on the the red side. A little bit of a. Let's see. I need some yellow ochre. This is a little too honey brown. That's a little too dull. I really want yellow ochre. Let's see here. Looking around, digging around. My table is full. Oh, yellow ochre, where are you? There we go. No, here it is right here. No, that's gold. Where's my yellow ochre? Do I need to dig out a new yellow ochre somewhere? Oh. This one's almost empty, I think. I got to write down yellow ochre on my list because I don't know if I got more. Let's see. Yellow ochre, Sharpie. Okay. My Hobby Lobby list. All right. Let's see what we can do with this. Maybe a little. Do I need a little bit more red? Like a. What do you call it? A maroon color? Let's see. That's too pink. Let's see. Deep burgundy. Okay. There's some more colors. All right. Let's see what we can do here. And then hopefully this is dry and I'm not going to smear it. We'll see. All right. I'm going to start over here with some of the red and the brown, the sienna and the maroon. And let's just start, painting. Let's see. Do I want to zoom in so y'all can see a little better? Let's see. There we go. All right. Now let's turn the brightness down just a tad. There we go. All right. I'll try to shift it around as we go. Okay. A little black in there. Oops. Smeared it. I don't want that smear right there. Okay. No, just to kind of fade away. I'm going to have to find some more something. I need some more building-like stuff in there. Okay. Put this way back in the back. And then maybe a little bit of... Hi, Miriam. And then I'll just, if my brush starts getting crusty or dirty, I just wipe it off in a baby wipe. And then come back down with smear with your fingers and but now all the details that take a while, but are for me the funnest thing, you know? And then you can also use the baby wipe to kind of smear any place where you've cut torn edges. You can use the baby wipe to like fill those torn pieces, the little torn edges will fill in the white torn stuff. The edge is crisper than chicken. Yes, Christopher. I love those sharp angle brush edges for sure. But like right here, there's white torn edges. If I just put some paint on a baby wipe, I can just get rid of that like this without having to, you can just kind of tap it in. Crisper than chicken. And then some of these black, I want some of this black to come up around these flowers. Y'all still with the tour? My video was hugely lagging, but now it just caught up. Oh, you were lagged, Christopher? Did you leave and come back? Is anybody else lagged? So this is the time. These are the little details that just take time, you know. because I want my little terracotta guys to kind of stand out a little bit. All right, let's see. Let's do a little bit of little hill right there around these. And here's my watch right here that it's going to have the time is going to come off of this watch some a which away. Okay, let's get some more orange and stuff in here. I need some gray too. Got my blue, but I might need a little bit of gray. I need some more of this color. Gray sky. I'm almost done with gray sky. Of course, I can mix my own as well. We're right here. But yellow ochre. Thank you, Miriam. It's coming along. I'm going to put some water here in a minute. And this is the fun part for me, is all these little details. But you had to do all this other stuff first to get to that. And I still have to do the sky, some stars, some planets, do some splat, sky, star shine and stuff like that. That's not going to matter there because that's going to have water again. And I just wipe it off. If I get too much paint or too much blend, then I can just kind of wipe it off on I don't have to rinse my brush out. I really rather have the brush kind of dirty and just different colors kind of mix in there. But if it gets too much of one color or something, I'll just wipe it off and continue on. So I don't clean my brush out unless if I wanted to go right into white when I had black on my brush, then I'd clean it out. Otherwise, I can just kind of come in here and, the brush can have different colors on it. Just like when I do mix with different colors in the background there. All right, let's come down here. Let's see, a little yellow ochre. Thank you, Cheryl. It does take a minute, right? Okay, so these little hills had this white on them, though, but I think I want to come in here more with a little bit of yellow ochre to kind of make those kind of that. I don't want them too snow-capped down here. Snow's back up in there. So we'll just kind of go over that white with just a little bit of the yellow ochre. Needed fresh baby wipe though. Your baby wipe will start getting too dirty, and then you'll be picking up too much mud. So you want to switch out your baby wipes if you're going to use it as a cleaning tool. I just want to knock back that bright white. Okay, let's get back up in here. And I'll come back in here with some more little, well, I guess I could do it now. I'm going to come back in here with some darks. I could put some other highlights in there after a while. Well, thank you, Christine G. Thank you so much. Let me write you down for a bookmark. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super sticker. Write you down for a collage bookmark. Thank you so much. And Pacola, did I say good morning to you? Did I miss you, my little snapdragon? Thank you, Christine. And good morning, Pacola. All right, I want to go ahead and do the water along this edge now. And then, there's still lots more to do. And I think my watch hands might, I don't know if I want to come off of this one or that one. Probably has to come off of this one. But let's go ahead. Let me dry this because I don't stick you just don't know where there's a wet spot there. I'll do the sky and then I'll do this water's edge. And then this is water in here too. It's going to have, ripples and stuff going on in there. But let's go ahead and do some more in the sky. First off, I'm going to need a couple planets. And then I'm going to need to do some other yellow kind of, these are some flowers that I just like the way they look for stars. But let's see here. What can I use? Let's see. I'll probably use some of this color here. Let's see. Do I have a, let's see. Hang on. I'll punch a couple and then trim them down. There we go. I'll trim these two down. This one. I do like some of these colors down in here. Might need a couple more. I'm going to cut them down, but I'm going to get a few different ones here. Okay. And then pencil. pencil work. Okay, let's see. I want this one to be. There we go. Trim that down. Let's trim it down a little more. I really like that. It's just a little too big. I'm just going to shape it down a little smaller. I like it right there on that thing. Okay. Let's have one right here. I'm going to paint around that. It'll be smaller, you know, mark it down. Let's see. This one. And then a couple small ones. Let me just do some little circles here. I'm painting the sky. And then I'll do some with pencil. I think that's for the big ones, that's enough. The rest I'll do with pencil. Now, I'm not going to I can get out the matte medium and glue these down, or just to be quicker, I'm just going to just glue these down. Which, if I just glue them down now, there's no matte medium over the top of them. So, you don't, you know, if you do this kind of thing where you just glue some last minute things down, the matte medium is not coating the tops of this. So if you put paint over it, it's not going to remove as easy as if you have matte medium. Does that make sense? Okay, now all right, and this blue thing, this has got to shrink down. That's too big. All right, let me do a little work up here in the sky. It has to come down. There we go. I didn't want to cover up that little. There we go. All right. Let me work up here for a minute. Get that to glue down. Y'all still with the tour? I know it seems, I hope it's not too, and I don't want to use the word boring, but I hope it's not too tedious for you. But this is my favorite part of doing collages, is this kind of stuff. But it does take a while, and it, you know, it's probably not as dramatic as when I'm, you know, flinging paint as we go. But it's the best. It's the best to me. It's the details that really make it, you know. Let's see. Don't see anything in caps, and I don't see any complaining. Whoops. I don't see any complaining. I'm going to put a glow around some of these. Thanks, Leo. It's coming along. And put some mist or fog and something in here with pencil. With pencil. All right. All right, let's see what I can do up here. I don't like that. It's too dark. I mean, it's too. There we go. That's better. All right. All right, let me clean my brush. All right, let's hit it with the heat gun. Does that need to be somewhere? That was just sitting there like it needs to be in there. That might not be bad right there. I think I'll glue that down. I think I'll glue that down right there. Let's trim it. I think I could use that little bit of blue. Could use that little bit of blue right there. Okay. Let's tilt it though. Okay. Wait, I didn't glue this down. This was right. This is supposed to be right here. All right. Just blew it off the edge. There we go. Yeah, I glued that one. All right, I'm gonna get some pencils. Let's see, the yellow ochre. Blue, a yellow ochre. Maybe that's all I need. Maybe some white. Okay, let me sharpen these. Janet, did you like using the Tagal or however you say it? I always feel like I'm saying one of Spock's relatives. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, let's see what I want to do here. Okay. We're going to throw a bucket of stars in here in a minute. Just a little bit of, I don't want too much white. I want to kind of keep it kind of dark. I might kind of do I don't know if I want to do a thing around these flowers, maybe. You don't really know what they are. They're just some kind of floating flower, creature, somethings floating around out there. All right, let's go ahead and throw in some bucket of stars. Oops. A little too far with that. Where's my black pencil? I'll put a couple star shines and stuff in there too. Okay, let's go ahead and do some. Get my bucket of stars. Let's see. Here's one. A little bit of white paint and then water. This is the only time I really watered paint down in a collage. Is my bucket of stars and a floppy brush. Was I off camera when I was doing all that? Dang, probably was. And tap it off. Like I'm over here tapping it off under my hand. Maybe a little bit in the mountains. Maybe it's snowing. Snowing from space. Space snow. Space snow. That's what I'm going to call this one. Space snow. Well, I don't ever put names in my, well, very few do I ever put a name to my collages, like out publicly. But this to me is space snow. Okay, there we go. Let's rinse the brush. Let's dry. I gotta still make sure I do my watch hand too. And I could probably put a little bit of highlight on my little clay guys, clay soldiers. All right, now let's go back in. Let me get another. What brush do I want? Let's get my little. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see here. Some of the paint's starting to dry. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do a few things. Let's do some. Kind of want to do some kind of a splashy bit right in here. Can get some in there with some Posca too if I want, but let's see what I can do here with get in there with some shadows under there too. Then there was some blue under there. Let's see, this needs a little bit more knockback right there. Yeah, no, I don't. Time Wrangler, Colleen, and hi, Colleen. Yeah. No, I'm not doing a time wrangler today. But I am going to have something with the watch hands here in a minute. But it's a little bit more white in here. Another little mountain there. I'll work over there on that corner in a minute. Okay, let's see. All right, now let's come down here. I'm going to have to add just a tad of water to this because it's drying out. The paint's getting dry, so I don't want to water it down. I just want to moisten it just a little because my paints are starting to dry that have been sitting here for an hour. So, all right, let's see what we can do here. Maybe I'll try to do some of this with a baby wipe. Let's see, should I start with this first or do I want to start with a baby wipe? Get some down and then I'll go in with the baby wipe. Whoops, I have to fix that. Let's get some little wave things going in here. And then I'll go back in with the baby wipe. Maybe a palette knife. Maybe get a little bit more roughness to the water thing going here. And then it's going to kind of come down. Yes. This is why I had to make sure I had had to have waterproof ink because of this, you know, coming across it like this. And I might get in there with some Posca to make some of this a little brighter too. Oh, hi, John. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. And yeah, John's our resident Oak Island aficionado. He does a Tuesday evening show before Oak Island comes on. And then on Wednesday nights, he and Judy do a recap of what happened on Tuesday night. Thanks, John. Thanks so much. Y'all make sure to follow John. And also he has a Facebook group, too. Thanks, John. All right, I'm going to put shadow. I'm going to put a little bit of shadow under that as well. All right, so let me dry this because I don't want to mess it up. I'll have it in my head what I want to do. All right. I might have to see, do I want to put a rust shadow under that? I might. Then it's going to look like blood, though. Do I want it to look like that? Because that's what it'll look like. If I put rust shadows, I don't know if I want blue. And I am going to have to go in here and clean up some of the little spots that I've made with my hands, like right there, you know. I'll get back in here. I can even go in here with pencil and fix those. But anyway, I don't know. What color shadows do I want? Do I just want to bring out some of the yellow up underneath? Let's see. Yeah, no, hi sister. No, that's why I said it. That's why I didn't want to do red. But I don't know if I want to do blue. I could do yellow, but then that kind of looks, So it's going to probably have to be blue. It'll probably have to be blue shadows. And then I'm probably going to go in here also with some, what do you call it? Palette knife. But I might put some blue shadow. And then I'll have to get in here, pencil little details and stuff. Because don't forget, we got our little ships of some form or another. I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet. I'll have to work into here. This has got to be blended a little better in here. But there's my ships. See, I got all different kinds of ships. I got the black and white ships I have to fussy cut. Oh no, let's not get into the paint. See, I got to put the ships in here. Ships are going to be sailing on this checkerboard. But will they be these ships? I don't know yet. All right, so now let's see. Let me get a baby wipe here. No, I think I'll get a palette knife. Palette knife. Where'd you go, palette knife? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where'd it go? Oh. Well, where are you? Well, don't know where it went. I'm going to pick up so I can... There it is. All right, so let's see here. I don't know if y'all be able to tell. See the difference right there when you have that? That's too much right there. A little bit of water foamy. I'll work on this a little bit. It's going to have to sit for a minute to get that, especially some of the areas where I want it to blend or splash, either way. Can do that with some Posca too. Let's see here. With the water stood out more too. Yeah, but the thing is the ships, when I fussy cut them, they stand out with the white edge, but I'm going to fussy cut them. Then they're not going to stand out like that. And I'm not going to glue them down like this with the white edge. So, yeah, we'll see. So I've got this is going to take a while to get in here and get up under every wave and every little splash and all that. So I might just leave that for a minute. All right, so up in here, I'm going to want some white. So I'm going to smash some white paint into the baby white. Oops, it's got a little yellow. Let's get a fresh baby white. So I don't want yellow in there. I just want white. All right, so let's get some white. And then I'm going to go in here with some Posca as well. So I've got it all mashed into the baby wipe here. So I can kind of do a little bit of foggy, kind of misty kind of stuff. Now it's not showing up very much because the blue's so light. I'll have to get in here with some up underneath some of these waves with the blue. That's not even going to be dark enough. I'll have to get in here with some darker blue so that the water shows up a little better. Let's kind of get an idea here. Okay, so I think I'm going to want a couple things. I'm going to want my watch hands. I'm going to have to do that. So that means I've got to get in here and I've got to get rid of the watch hands that are there now because, so let me get a paintbrush. There's a paintbrush here. Here we go. I want to get rid of the watch hands. So I'm going to paint those out with some gray, some silver, some of that gold color. I'm just going to tap out. I'm not going to tap out. I'm going to tap out some of the watch hands because I don't want them going this direction. I'm going to change the direction of it. So to do that, I'm getting rid of the watch hands that are there. I might put some more little marks along it to make it look like more time, you know, where you can see. All right, let's dry that real quick. I'll try to finish this today, though, and post it later. Although I don't want to detract from my Barbie photography. My Barbie photography of Survivor, because Wednesday night Survivor night. That's why I did that on Saturday or Sunday. I guess it was Saturday. I did that the photography, but I wanted to wait till Wednesday to post it. All right, so there's a little bit of more little mechanical things going on in there. All right, now I don't like that bright blue in there. That's going to have to be painted a red or something. Let's go ahead and do that. Red. It's teal. It's the only thing teal on the whole thing, and I don't like that. So I'm going to paint that out red, maybe add a little bit more red here and there on this door. Just a hint. And again, I'll keep working on this for a while after the stream. Okay. I'm going to blend in this a little better and make it, yeah. I'm going to get rid of some of my mistakes here with the, I have to probably get paint on that, or I've kind of bumped into it. All right, so now I got to decide where I want my watch hands to go. I want a star shine or two, maybe a couple more larger stars here and there. I'll put some color around them. A little bit more something. Oh, thanks, Christopher. All right, now, and I'm also going to take and add some some highlights to my what do you call it? Terracotta guys, soldiers, so they stand out just a little bit more. Just a little bit of highlights here and there. So I'll end up doing that as well, just so they're not too much in the background. You know, they'll have a little highlight here and there. It's so weird though. Each face is completely different. I think they were modeled after individual soldiers, if I remember correctly. I haven't read about them for a long time. All right, so we'll continue on with that. All right, so now my watch hands, and then and a couple of star shines. This planet back here, or whatever this is, needs to be rounded out. See, this is what's nice about acrylic paint. You can go over it with pencil. Pencil. This needs to be rounded too. Okay, and it is a little flashed out. Let me try to get the true color. All right, let's do a couple things. Let's back out one. Let's try to adjust the color. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. And I'm going to figure out some more shadows and highlights under this water. I want it just to kind of look like it's kind of sweeping across the checkerboard. But I also want it to kind of be, you know, integrated into this. So I got to work on that a little longer. All right, so now watch hands. Where's my rulers? Where's my ruler? All right, so now let's see where I want to go with this. I think I wanted to go up to this right here. This point right there. I think that's where I want it to go up in that direction. So we're going to mark out here. We're going to make our watch hands, and then I'll draw the watch hands, and I'll put a shadow and a highlight on them too. We'll see how far we get. Okay, so it's almost time to go. All right. I think I'll go behind that one, over that one. Okay, now once I draw it, now I can go in here and hand draw it thicker. I just needed the correct direction. Now, where do I want the other one to go? Do I want it to go through this door and up there? Probably. So I'll have it go to that point right there in the middle of the door, and then back out to one of these planets. That one. Okay. Behind the door. And I'll have it come up to something. I'll adjust it into that planet right there. All right. Now, let me thicken these up just a little. And then I'll go over them. I'll put a blue and orange highlight and shadow. Okay. I'm going to turn this so I can get this straight, guys. Okay, then I'm going to have a star shine right here. Okay, let's do the rest with penciled. Okay, whoops, it's still wet. Let me hit that with the, let me hit this with the heat gun here. Thank you, Rainbow. Okay, so one thing I noticed, so I went over a red sh- um, alcohol marker and it's bleeding through. So I'm going to have to probably go a couple times over that to get that to dry. I mean, to stay white. All right, now I'm going to take the blue. Let me sharpen. We're almost done. Well, we're almost done on the show. And then what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of a shadow. Yeah, I'll have to go back over that. Well, maybe it might not be a bad idea if it kind of bleeds through, but it looks pink. I wouldn't care if it bled through if it looked red, but it looks pink. So I'm going to put a little bit of a blue, and I'll have to probably do this a couple shades here. But I want there to be a shadow on that watch hand like this. You won't probably be able to see it much. But, and then a little bit of yellow ochre highlight. A little bit of detail in the center here. Okay, so let me back out now so y'all can see the full thing. Here we go. All right, let's the edges are kind of curling a little. All right, so again, I'm going to have to get in here and do some more, a little bit more. I think I want to get in there with some blue, the dark blue paint up under here a little bit. But I want to take my time with it too. So, same thing for in this water up here. I'm going to want some more a little bit darker under the sea. And then I've got to decide also on the ships, which I still haven't quite decided on the ships yet. So, but anyway, I think it looks pretty good for 3 hours. Well, 2.5. 2.5 hours. All right, let's see. Let me clean my hands off here. I put my hands in the paint. What else is new? But yeah, I think I might blend a little bit of this and fix, tweak it. I got to tweak it. But I think you got the idea. Let me clean out my brush here, the matte medium brush. Do you have any questions or did I miss anything while I'm looking now? Did I miss anything important? I mean, I do go back and scrub through my chat, so I will see the rest of the chat. But I don't know if I missed anything while I was working. So I'll work on it for a little bit longer, and then I'll post it on might post it tomorrow because I don't want to take away from my Barbie photography that I just posted this morning that I adulted and did not post until today. And I had done it on Saturday. So I kind of want that to spotlight on my IG for the rest of the day. So I'll probably do this, maybe post this tomorrow. I'll finish it up and post it tomorrow. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all had fun just seeing a collage from start to finish and pretty much to finish. So let's see. What did Beth ask? Dee Dee, congrats, almost 10 years since. Well, actually, on YouTube, it's been about 10 years, but I've been streaming for 14 because I streamed on Ustream for 4 years before I streamed on YouTube. So I've been streaming for 14 years and, about 10 on YouTube. But yeah. Did Beth say I made a zine from a piece of poster board? Just fold it up. I'm not sure what it is, Beth. I didn't see if you talked about it. Thanks, Tori. Thanks, Miriam. That's a groovy piece. Thanks, Christopher. Yeah, I'm going to work a little bit more down in here, but it does take time to do all the details, but I'm happy with the overallness of it. So I want to probably see how that nice little line, how that little right there. I love this right here. Just right there. That little bit of snow and that little dark right there, like that. Let me show y'all what I really let's wait. Where's my pointer? Where's Miriam? I'm going to get out my pointer, Miriam. Miriam doesn't care. Let's see if I can get to it. If I can reach it. Can I reach my pointer? Oh. Here we go. I keep it in a box. I keep my pointer in a box. My Torah pointer. I love my Torah pointer. It's very heavy. So there's my Torah pointer. Okay. I love it so much. And my hands are dry. They're dirty, but they're dry. So here's the things that I like. Let's zoom in. Wait. Okay, so I like this right here. Right here, this little area right there, because it's got a nice sharp edge and a nice sharp contrast. That's really cool right there. I do like a star shine. Anytime I put a star shine, I do like a star shine. This edge right here, I'm not particularly happy with, but I love this right in here. I'm going to add some more darkness to the snow. Let's see, what else do I really like? I like the way this is kind of sitting right in the snow right there with the light kind of going behind it. It's cooler with the pointer. I know. Oh, my pointer. Your pointer's attached to your hand? Yeah, well. All right, so this right here, this snow area right here, I like this. Okay. The watch, of course, anytime I add watch hands, I like that. Okay. I like this color. I like these weeds. I like it being in the weeds here. I do like my terracotta, guys, and I like how they're kind of coming out of the ground. So I might accent that. I might put a little bit more black up under them right there, just so that they're looking a little bit more grounded, right? So a little bit more black. This area right here this right here needs some work. This line right here, this needs some work right there. I either have to blend that or sharpen that edge. This needs work, and it needs to go off the edge right there. It needs shadow under this. I love the checkerboard, and I like the water streaming across, but it needs more shadow under it. So, and then this needs some more work, like some more weeds like coming up, like some thin little weeds. Like, let's see here. I'll do that real quick. All right, so. Okay, so like, I don't know if I could do it with a Posca. Probably not. I probably need, I'll tell you what I need. I need to do the, here, with a thin liner brush. And I will have to water this down because I need to have this to be kind of thin to do these weeds. Okay, now let's see. Let's zoom in. I hope this works. Otherwise, I'll be taking a color pencil, and be taking a color pencil and trying to get rid of these. All right, so like this. You probably won't be able to see until I don't want it too watery because then it'll be too won't be opaque. So. Hang on, I'll show you, and I'll bring it up to the. Well, you might be able to see a little bit of it. Just some grasses, like. I don't want to really, I mean, you can overdo this too. See the little weeds? Put it in the weeds. Oh, there's my mailman. He's going to get out and bring me something. He's going to bring me something cool. I do have Amazon delivery, but that comes with Amazon. Usually not in the mail. Oh, but I did get a new book based off. Y'all want to hear? Y'all have time for a book real quick? I'll read you the cover. I found it because of Outlaw Bookseller. Y'all don't follow Outlaw Bookseller. He isn't all about the SF. Okay, he didn't stop to get out. Let me show you this book that I found um, through Steve on the Outlaw Bookseller. Hang on, I'll go get it. I haven't read it yet. I just got it. All right, so there we go. So you can kind of see a little bit of weeds, right? All right, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to go get that book. Hang on. All right. Okay. All right, you ready? All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Okay, I think it's pronounced Simera. No, it's not. The H is silent. Shimmer. No, it's. I'd have to look it up again. But anyway, I saw this book and I'd never seen it before. And I've read a lot of SF back in the day, and but I'd never heard of this book before. Cimaras. Oh, and he says it with a British accent, so I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Steve says it with a British accent. Outlaw bookseller. Is it with a K? Is it with a Kimera? Is that right, Miriam? Okay. Um, okay, so and then Christopher's saying chimera. Chimera. That's right. Tammy's got it. Chimera. I need to write that down. I am all about the phonetics. Okay. All right. Am I right? Chimera? Chimeras. Okay. So, have you read it, Christopher? I'd never heard of this book, and I know a lot of sci-fi, excuse me, SF books. All right, but I'm gonna read y'all the cover. This was when he read it. I said, oh, I gotta read that. Oh my gosh, my hands are so. I gotta go get the fingernail polish remover to my fingers. Okay, ready? I'm gonna read this, and we're gonna go. Let's see, Yvonne D. Hi, Yvonne. There's there and back again. Had it right. There and back. Chimeras. Right? The S isn't silent, is it? Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm going to spend all the time correcting myself. Chimeras? Is that correct? Okay. Here we go. The world of chimeras, now I'm going to say it wrong again, is very like our own, but for one difference. In Christopher Evans' evocatively portrayed land, some people have an incredible gift. They can create dazzling works of art from nothingness of the space before them. Moving statues of incandescent gold shimmer into life, literally out of thin air. The very best artists conjure wonderful pageants of soldiers glorious in battle or rich lords helping the common man. They bring a little magic into the drudgery of the peasants' lives and rewrite history in the bargain. Chimeras tells the story of Vindavo, the greatest artist of them all. He's the man sought after by Malu, the new leader of the ruthless hierarchy, to produce images, statues, and public performances in his honor. Vindalvo agrees it is prestigious work, but there are rumblings of discontent in the land and rumors of revolution. If it succeeds, Vindalvo might be compromised. That's it. Then it has a couple of reviews. Came out in 1992. 1992. And it was first printed in Great Britain. So yeah. Anybody else had ever read this? Chimeras. Oh, thank you, Q&L Expressions. Thank you so much. Now, Q&L, you need to, I don't think you've ever sent me your address. You need to send me your address so I can send you a collage bookmark. Thank you so much. Q&L. I'm writing you down. Send me your address. Here's my email. There's my email. Send me your address and I will send you a bookmark. I'm putting you down for a bookmark. Who's read this book? And hi, Vonnie, by the way. It's good to see you, Vonnie. Has anybody else read this book? Thank you for supporting my channel, Q&L. Can you put her channel in? Can I put whose channel in? Whose channel, Beth? And whose channel? I don't know if you're talking to me. So, whose channel, Beth? Answer me, Beth. Whose channel? So anyway, guys, there we go. Well, you should be able to just click on her name, Beth. She should have, her name should be Q&L Expressions. Q&L Expressions. You should be able to just find her from that. Am I right? Okay, so yeah, I'm going to head out. I'll try to finish this up today, post it tomorrow, because I have my my Barbie photography up today. Yeah, Q&L. Look up Q&L Expressions. I think that art is cool. Secrets. Thanks, Terry. So cool. An AK-4. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're serious or not. AK. Or you just might be a troll. Oh, there we go. Janet just put the link in. There you go. There you go, Beth. So, all right, guys, I'm going to head out. I hope y'all had fun. Hope you had fun with the collage. And yeah, we will see you guys around on other streams. And I will be back Monday. Everything, good Lord willing, I'll be back Monday. And we'll see you later. Bye.